Let's discuss the letter writing basics in this video. This is in continuation to what we discussed during the course of our previous video lesson on a letter to God. Letter writing is an art in itself. Letters are classified into formal and informal ones. Formal letters include official letters like letters of appointment, inquiry, seeking information, and so on. Whereas business letters are exchanged during business transactions. We'll be discussing official letters in the following sections. As Lencho's letter to God being intimate and personal, let us now attempt to write an effective letter such as that. Personal letters are both long and short. Personal notes and messages too bear the same element of informal personal communication. Let's discuss the formal framework of an informal letter. Personal letters, as you all know, is a communication to someone very dear. There's no word limit or format or any other restrictions in using abbreviations when you are writing at real time. But remember, when you answer a question related to a letter writing in exams, you are expected to follow certain rules with regard to format, word limit, using of symbols and abbreviations, and so on. Especially, using of symbols and abbreviations is considered inferior in a letter written in an examination. The style we follow is called the semi-block style. That is how we were taught by the British system. Remember, we were one of the British colonies not so long ago, and we are taught English originally by our colonizers. Now let's discuss the elements in the format one by one. First and the foremost is the sender's address. The sender here means the person who writes the letter. So if you're writing, you are the sender. Here is how you write the address. Door number followed by the name of the street or the area name. Line 2 will have name of the city followed by pin code. Writing state underneath is optional. Don't forget to affix a comma after every item. Yes, that is the British tradition. Next, we are going to discuss the date format. Date is written under the sender's address. Here is a list of commonly used date formats world over. It is preferred that you write the date, say 16 April 2020 followed by a comma, or 16 April apostrophe 20 followed by a comma. April 16, 2020 is also a right format. Note, you should never affix a comma between the month and the year. Use of th and nd as in 6th and 2nd is not considered right unless it is written as 6th of April 2020 or 2nd of May 2020. Please avoid writing date/month/year, especially when you write your exams. Once you finish writing the place and date on the right corner, remember to stay left. This follows salutation. Salutation is an endearing way of addressing the person to whom you are writing. You can address the person in one of these ways. Dear so-and-so, dearest so-and-so, my dear so-and-so, hi or hello so-and-so. All these are accepted in informal writing, but the standard ways of writing salutation are dear and dearest and even my dear so-and-so. Please do capitalize the first letter of the salutation and the first letter of the name. Do affix it with a comma at the end. This will be followed by the body of the letter consisting 3 to 4 paragraphs. Again, I am speaking to you in the examination point of view. When you write personal letters real time, sky is the limit. Now, let's consider the following question. You have recently visited the Brain Museum at the Nimhans, Bangalore. You're so amazed at various things you found there. You decide to write a letter to your friend about it. Let's see how we would go about it. Now let's move on to discuss the contents of each paragraph. Paragraph 1 includes ceremonious enquiries like how are you, hope this letter finds you in good health and fine cheers. I received your previous letter and happy to know that, or happy to note that, and so on. You can even say, how is life? I hope you're doing well. I hope your mom, dad, and everyone is doing fine, and so on. This part will give your letter a jump start. Here is where you have to say why precisely you have decided to write a letter to the person whom you are writing to. Now you have to state your reason, saying that, going by the question we discussed previously, I want to share with you a unique experience I have had when I went seeing places in Bangalore. Perhaps could be a good start to your letter. Now let's discuss the contents of paragraph 2. In paragraph 2, you can write in detail whatever you have stated in your first paragraph. For example, you stated that you visited the Brain Museum in Imhans, Bangalore, right? So, you can discuss the details of your visit and continue describing it to your friend. You may even ask your friend whether he or she has visited Nimhans or places similar to it. You can ask him to write back to you if so. Now it's all about the closing paragraph. You can end your letter with the hope that the person who reads your letter enjoys it too. Close the letter by saying, until the next letter, hope to hearing from you soon. I can't wait to hear from you. See you soon. Until we meet next, convey my regards to elders at home, and so on. Now it's time for the complimentary clause. Complimentary clause is also known as subscription. You can subscribe as yours affectionately, affectionately yours, your loving son, your loving daughter, your affectionate niece or nephew when you write your relatives. When you write your friends, you can close the letter as yours lovingly. Now, it's not so modern though. You can also subscribe your letter using love, with warm regards, and so on. With warm regards is more formal and to be used for someone relatively older to you. You can also subscribe as cordially yours and fondly yours, and so on. You can even subscribe as gratefully yours. Gratefully yours refers to the occasion when you receive a help or favor from somebody. Suppose Lencho is writing a letter to God replying or thanking him for the money he had sent. He can subscribe as gratefully yours. And now don't forget to affix a comma after the complimentary clause. Now here is a quick recap for you. Write the address of the sender and date onto your right. Start the letter with a salutation onto your left and stay left from then on. Write at least 3 paragraphs, each with an idea or specific substance in it as discussed earlier. Subscribe with words like yours, yours lovingly, with love, and so on. Remember, the first letter of the subscription is to be capitalized and to be ended with a comma. Write your name underneath. Remember, no full stop after the name. Now here is a sample letter for you.